always start my videos with, I mean, I don't always start my video with, this is actually my second video. So I am very sure that my first video had, in the beginning of the video. So, speaking of my last video, I I actually watched the video and until now I did not post it, but I am thinking of posting it first, and I wanted to somehow have one backup video, so I always record the next video when I post the first video. So it's not that I'm not going to post it, but it's probably there now. So I would also like to not apologize for not being very straightforward on the other video. um it's always going to be the same, as I promised from the introduction video, which was my first video, that I will always and always um be super natural and just not cut anything. um let's not talk so much about the other video, let's talk about this video. So I wanted to make this video more of a talk between me and fellow women out there, especially new mothers, and for those who are grandmothers, about to be grandmothers. Probably this is also a very good video for you. Um, why? Because um, there are some things that have been bothering me, and I wanted to share with people and tell the world that this is how the things should be done. Um, and those things are concerning motherhood and all the process through motherhood. So I got pregnant, um, and at this time I was alone with my partner, who was my boyfriend. And being pregnant, I just thought like, okay, I will have a baby, and that's it. I did not plan for this pregnancy, so I didn't know. I didn't go to classes and learn about this. Being from Africa, 100%, you know that you don't really get this education of you have to be like this is going to happen to you, and stuff like that. So you go through this process of motherhood not knowing what to really do, which is crazy because you're supposed to take care of a human being, make sure they are good people. They don't have to be the best people, at least make sure that they're good people. And the minimum or the basic thing is at least you have to make sure that they don't die of hunger, which is crazy. um Usually you know that you have a belly and the belly grows, but you don't really know that there are some of the things that come with those things, like mood swings and how people really feel emotional, and how there is this growth from being young to being an old person. Speaking of from being young to being an old person, I think during motherhood they say that you get to be born again, and at this point you get to be someone else who have responsibility, and that's the process of being born again. I think for some reason this also means that you also become a better self somehow, because you have instincts, you have new things that are popping into your head that you didn't have before. I have noticed this a lot, especially because when you have a kid, you really have this feeling like when, for example, you're feeding them and they just stand up from their chair, from the high chair, for example, and then they just want to jump. Even if you're in the kitchen and they want to jump, you just have this feeling like, oh, I have to check on this guy, and you find them at that moment that they want to jump. I don't know. This is the instinct I was saying. So these things, I know that they come natural, like you have instincts and you just grow. But what I think is missing, and the problem that I wanted to address to my YouTube society or anyone who will watch this video at this point, is just having that motherly and like grandmother and mother connection at this point, because the grandmother, who is your mom, of course, who is supposed to be your mom or your auntie or who whatsoever is going to be the grandmother of your child. I think there should be this connection between the mom and the child, and really taking your hand, holding your hand, and taking you through this hard situation. I don't know how to put this. What I'm trying to say is there's so many things that are untold, and these things might include how to have sex, for example, or how pregnancy, how to take care of yourself during pregnancy and stuff like this. I remember my biology teacher. I took biology until my advanced level. So, past high school, I took biology for 2 more years. So, we had a reproduction, we had a second reproduction topic, which was going into details and crossing these genetics and stuff like that. So, when it came to this part of explaining how sex is done or how things are done anywhere there, our teacher was just looking straight, not looking into people's eyes. He was just looking like and just talking to himself. Sometimes he was just looking on the door and just talking and saying, "You all know how it is done." Like, we do not know how it is done. So this is just a small example, because when they teach about reproduction or something like this, they don't really explain what a mother really goes through and what really comes post being pregnancy. I have noticed that when people are having that kid, they're taken care, for example, in my country, maybe 40 days, we have somehow a privilege that um really the grandma, your mom comes in help, or the part of the wife, the oh, these chickens. So it happens that the mother of your husband comes and take care of you and the kid. But usually this doesn't take so long, because obviously you cannot be with them for so long. But it's just crazy that you just have a very short time, and some people don't really have this even short time to really learn what is coming to them, like what is next, I don't know what is next. I remember before I wean my child from sleeping in the night, from night feeding, I did not know. I was still feeding him in the night. And sometimes I just had to wake him up as I used to do. I used to do before the age that he was at the time. I think I was at that time he was maybe he was around 4 months, and I was still feeding him like a 2 months old. I didn't even reduce the feeding sections. And one day I was just in a random call with someone who happened to be who happened to have a child, and they told me, "At least now we are sleeping well." And I was like, "Am I supposed to be sleeping well? Because I'm still breastfeeding this baby as the way it was before." And then they told me, "Oh, around this time you probably should stop maybe and have maybe this amount of feeding." So I think that what is missing in our society is the fact that the mom is left to be a mom alone, although they could be, or they might appear to be some people around them, maybe their partner who are helping and stuff like that, but most of the things we just get to figure out ourselves, which is a little bit hard, and this leads to so many moms going or ending up to that depression zone. So I just wanted to talk about it, because I think um if I say about it and you see it, and probably you have your wife who is pregnant or you are pregnant, I think it's great or good to be around people and ask for help and always ask on every stage of life. Yeah, I understand that now we have internet, but really, internet doesn't really give you the help so much. You might have a headache, and as soon as you write I have a headache and my stomach is paining, they're going to tell you maybe you have cancer, you have breast cancer, some things that does not really relate. But it's better to always be around the community and always have those people who at least know the information, especially your mom who was once a mom. Some of the characters and characteristics of the child that is born could be as much as similar as the characteristics of maybe your partner or you when you were young. So at least trying to figure this out, and with the help of the people who are around you or the community. I understand that some people really don't want to like ask for help and really connect to people while they are having kids, but I have found it very easy when I ask for help or when I have a long call and explaining to either my mother-in-law or my mom that hey, I have this problem, and then they talk and talk and talk and explain. I somehow have that relief from like, okay, at least I'm not alone. There are people who know all these things. So there are people who are there and they know these things. You don't really have to do everything alone. You are a mom, yes, but you are not the first mom and you're not the last mom, and you are not a mom if you ask for, you're not going to not be a mom if you ask for help. So ask for help, go out there and ask for help. So I it seems like instead of addressing the thing, I am now encouraging people. So, yeah, at least I had the guts to talk about this because it's something that I've been thinking like a lot. It's I'm glad I talked about it. So, yeah, so just comment down below what have you found different in your motherhood right now, if you're a new mother or if you're an expectant mother. What have you found like it's really different, and what is really going on in your life right now? Are you a mom? Are you pregnant? Are you just thinking of having a kid or whatsoever? Just comment down below and tell me, what are you? Who are you, the one watching this video? I somehow want to know the kind of people who are watching my videos so I know how to trim my content, which I promise that I will just be talking about myself, and every day I'm going to be posting every video, guys. So always like put the what do the people say? Subscribe and click the subscription. Anyways, if you subscribe, it means you click the subscription button, right? But if after you click the subscription button, I think there is a um an option that you get all or personalized what is it called? Oh, English is not my mother tongue, so personalized or all notifications if I post a video. So click the subscription button and get the notification. And click the notification stuff, whatever it is there, and you can see my next videos and see if it's really the topic that you would want to listen to, and comment and share your thoughts about. Other than that, I would like to say thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please also like the video so it gets to all the moms out there, um and like, what should I say now? And uh, and remind them, and it goes to all the people there, and remind them that they have to ask for help. They don't have to, but it's better to ask for help if you think that you are in that position that you need help before it's too late. So see you in the next video.